How's it going, guys? Conga here. So, apologies for not uploading and everything like that. Welcome to my channel in 2015. I really want to try focus on getting as many commentaries out for you guys as possible, because I know that's what you guys like, and yeah, I like to sort of be as informative as I can, just with experiences through my life and everything like that. So gameplay, haven't really been playing Advanced Warfare that much, but it's just a free-for-all gameplay with the Atlas that I think was around the time where the Christmas free-for-all noobs were hanging around, so that's why I'm playing this. I went from something like 14 kills down and then ended up winning by a fair bit, so that's pretty cool. The gameplay's not that interesting, but you know, hopefully you guys enjoy. Now, on Twitter yesterday, or early this morning I think it was, Spratty mentioned that he has finished his college degree, his uni degree, and has no fucking idea of what he wants to do. So I just thought, a lot of people have been asking me, have you been to uni, are you going to go to uni, like, how did you get into the job that you're in? So I'm basically going to explain sort of how I got to where I am and, you know, my experiences through the whole education system and everything like that. Now, in Australia, uni is fucking expensive to begin with. A lot of people will usually not pay for it outright, and they'll get what's called HECS, which is just essentially a student loan to so their uni comes for free essentially until you start making over a certain amount, and then you pay off that amount over a extended period of time. Lots of people, it might take 10, 15 years to pay off, depending on how long they're in there for, like doctors and stuff with master's degrees or doctorates and that kind of stuff. It can take a long time to pay off. Now, in my high school, as you guys know, I went from year 8 through 12 in a private high school, and basically their idea was that you went to TAFE. Now, if you guys don't know what TAFE is, it's essentially some sort of like college that you usually attain apprentices through, like apprenticeship, sorry. So essentially, like your trades, your electrician, your plumbing, your chefs, and that kind of stuff, and then you're obviously university where you go to get your degree. Now, my high school was under the impression that it was either that or uni. It was TAFE or uni, that's it. There was no work, there was no travel, there was no gap year, there was nothing. It was you go from one place to the other, and that's it. So you're basically expected to go through 12 years of primary and secondary education, and then jump in for another 3 in tertiary. Now, I basically did that. I sort of took it on. In year 10, I was a bit of the class clown, as you guys can probably tell from my current persona. I used to love the attention that I used to get in high school, but it wasn't good attention, like I was a bit of a clown and made a bit of a knob out of myself and just became that guy, and it's taken a long time to get away from that, and unfortunately on Twitter I've been getting back into that again, so apologies if I've become that guy for yous. I'm trying to slow that back down. But anyway, I didn't try in year 10 at all. And unfortunately, I didn't realize that year 10 was probably the most important year of my schooling life. Because basically in year 10, you needed to get a certain grade, and that would allow you to choose your year 11 and 12 subjects. Now, I got the shittest grade possible that was still like uni entry. So I ended up getting really pretty trash subjects that I had to really work my ass off to get an ATAR, which is basically a uni entry score, and did fuck all, like I ended up getting C's in year 10, and that meant that I got like ridiculously scaled down in my overall uni entry score, which meant that I ended up getting a 53 ATAR, if you guys don't know what that is, which is fucking pathetic. Just managed to get into uni, and what I did in uni was graphic design, and I was moving into architecture. So I did 6 months of uni, absolutely despised it, and then basically took 6 months off, went traveling, and I went to the Maldives and then Bali, and just worked and worked and worked. And then I decided, fuck, I'm bored, I really want to go back to uni, so I did that again for about another year, but then eventually said, nah, fuck this again, I absolutely hate this. Now, the unfortunate thing about work, especially in WA or in all of Australia, is it's not what you know, it's who you know. So with my dad, he also is an insurance broker. So originally what I was going to do was take the year off and work full time. I was going to try work in an architecture firm, and I was going to get an experience through that, like, speak to other architects, see what their uni was like, see what their job's like, and then go from there. But ultimately I ended up getting a job in insurance, and now I get basically paid to study to get my qualification through my company, and I'm never going to turn back. It's just one of those things that you sort of default fall into. You can't stress yourself, like, I've got a lot of friends that are 20, 21, 22, still don't know what they want to do with their life. You're young. Just make sure you're working and you're focused on what you're doing with your life, and make sure you don't waste any time. That's basically all that I really have to say on that matter. Uni isn't be-all, end-all. You don't need a degree to, achieve, is basically what I'm trying to say. Uni is great, but you've really just got to sort of focus and weigh up your options. Now, it's coming to the end of the gameplay, so I really hope you guys enjoyed. I've got plenty more coming for you guys over the next few weeks. So, yeah, really hope you guys enjoyed, and tweet at me if you've got any queries, and I'll talk to you guys later. It's been Conky. Deuces.